I want to get more women into the gym. Oh, seriously. Oh, y'all are strong. Go be strong. Thoughts of this morning. You know, sometimes I just get like a random ADHD thought that makes me like really freaking passionate about what I do. And like this morning, I am just feeling like so grateful to be at the gym that I'm at, to be around the people that I'm at that really believe in me and believe in my vision, and like being around people who believe in you, it just like expands my vision even more. Like my whole mission here as a coach is to empower women. Like I was kind of saying in the first episode back and everything, I was in an abusive relationship. I have had abusive friendships. I have been through all these really fucking shitty situations, and I want to empower women so that they don't end up in those situations again. I want to show women how strong they are, right? And that's part of my practice as a witch, is that, you know, the deities that I work with and everything are strong female figures who help empower me, you know, through meditations when I'm speaking with them and everything. And now we might be going into crazy witch talk land, but witch talk is a thing, and witch talk is fucking taking off. And now I'm just on a rant. Let me make my pancakes. I love my life and I love what I do, and I love that I get to YouTube it for you guys. So breakfast is again a gingerbread protein pancake. By the way, Pancakes is my sponsor. I have been eating these protein pancakes since 2019. You probably saw them in my last YouTube series, but they sponsored me officially for the last year, and so I get free pancake mixes every month, and you guys get my discount code. So MYogiFit saves you 10%. I like to mix pumpkin with this gingerbread flavor, which is one of my top 3 favorite flavors. My other favorite flavors are their buttermilk mix. I will mash a banana in and add some chocolate chips, and their double chocolate chip mix with bananas is just chef's kiss. MYogiFit. While we are waiting for the rest of this to heat up, I really want to talk to you guys about weight loss today. Everyone's favorite subject in the fitness industry. Because I've noticed from talking to other women at the gym, y'all aren't eating enough carbs. Carbs are so important when you are strength training, because carbs are what fuel your strength. Seriously, your brain needs at least 120 grams of carbs to function a day. So if you find yourself fatigued, if you find that your lifts in the gym aren't doing as well, did you eat any carbs? Did you have breakfast before you went into the gym? Even as a bodybuilder, we tried to keep carbs as high as possible throughout the competition prep to preserve muscle, because the most important thing is to still be able to train as hard as possible and to preserve your strength so that you can preserve your muscle. So whether you are bodybuilding or powerlifting or just doing this as a lifestyle, eat your carbs, especially if you are trying to get jacked, right? Carbs are what's going to fuel your workouts. Yes, protein is also extremely important, but I see so many women just like blatantly cut carbs because they think that that's what they need to do in order to burn fat. Well, the secret to burning fat is that you want to eat as much food as possible while you are losing weight, because as you lose weight, you're going to lose muscle. Like, you cannot control that it's entirely fat loss, right? So you want to make sure, you want to minimize as much muscle loss as possible. And so in order to do that, you need to make sure that your calorie deficit isn't too extreme. So 1% of body weight loss per week is a good is a good starting point. So what that kind of looks like is like about 1 pound per week, right? I am in a cut right now for powerlifting, and I only need to lose about 3 or 4 pounds to reach that weight loss goal. I think 3 pounds right now. So I've been in a cut for the last couple weeks. Things have been going well, but I don't need to lose 1 pound per week because I've got plenty of time. And especially if you are a power lifter, you want to make sure and cut down earlier rather than later, because you're going to need those carbs to fuel your strength and your heavier blocks when you're trying to hit those PRs. I am not really close to hitting a PR right now, so it's an ideal time for me to be in a deficit because I don't need those extra carbs to help me hit those PRs. Got my protein pancake here. Oh, putting this white chocolate peanut butter on top lately, freaking delicious. Ooh. If you don't do a happy dance with your food, I don't know if we can be friends. I'm kidding. I want women to eat more food. Because the problem that I see with all these women who come to me for weight loss, and just people that I talk to in general, is that you've been on diet your whole fucking life, right? We've been on diets our whole lives, right? And you might lose some weight, but then you end up rebounding. Well, the reason why is because you crash diet yourself and you try to cut out all the carbs, you try to be as good as possible, you try to eat clean, you restrict all of your favorite foods, and it works, but then you don't know how to go back to eating normally. And when you restrict a lot, it will cause your metabolism to downregulate, so that therefore you maintain your weight on lower calories. And when you restrict a lot, it's going to cause a food focus to rise. So as you restrict, you might notice that your Instagram feed or your TikTok feed is filling up with food porn, and that you're really craving all of these foods that you deem bad, etc. So, well, one, this is exactly why I practice macro tracking and flexible dieting. Check out my recipe blog, yogifit.com, and I published a cookbook over the last year. You guys don't know that yet over on YouTube. Let me go grab it. This is my cookbook. It is called A Foodie's Guide to Macros, and it has some of my best recipes ever in here. You can eat fun foods on a fitness journey and still make progress. You can and should eat lots of carbs. Your life does not have to suck on a fitness journey. And that is one of the main reasons why I am a fitness and nutrition coach, because yes, you have weight loss goals, right? There's nothing to be ashamed of for that, right? And you can still learn to love your body while going through those weight loss goals by focusing on strength, if you saw my first episode. And your life doesn't have to suck when you diet, and this will make your diet more sustainable in the long term, because really, consistency matters, yes, but it's sustainability that matters more. And it is not sustainable for you to eat nothing but plain ass chicken and broccoli all day long. It is not sustainable for you to never go out to eat or drink with your friends if that is part of your lifestyle. So my clients still go out to eat and drink with their friends, and they still make progress, because that is what's going to help their weight loss journey and their transformation stick long term. Okay, the camera battery is about to die, so I gotta switch it, and I'm gonna eat my breakfast here. Looking jacked before I even get to the gym. I love this. Okay, so what I have been practicing nutrition-wise for the last 4 or 5 years is flexible dieting with macro tracking. I got a whole cookbook on it. It's called A Foodie's Guide to Macros. We got some pages here in the beginning that go over like how to navigate MyFitnessPal and everything. This is what I also do with my clients. So when you are tracking macros, you are using the 3 main macronutrients, protein, carbs, and fats, to support your fitness goals, right? It could be your weight loss goals, it could be your muscle building goals. And I actually have a freebie that I'm gonna link below that goes over how to track macros. You just gotta give me your email. It goes over how to use MyFitnessPal, how to plan a full day of eating, etc. I have other videos here in my YouTube series as well that help with that, but you wanna keep your carbs high. For example, I am eating over 200 grams of carbs today. I am still eating about 1,800 calories. I've still been dropping weight, right? You can and should be able to make progress on higher calories. If you are someone right now who is stuck and not making progress below 1,600 calories, you probably need something that is called a reverse diet. And I'm gonna go ahead and link my reverse dieting series up here so you guys can kind of see my process as I went through my last reverse diet after my national level bodybuilding show. And reverse dieting is the process of slowly increasing your calories to slowly raise your metabolism back up and mitigate any negative effects that might have happened while you were dieting. Anyone who goes through a diet or a weight loss phase with me on my team goes through a reverse diet as well. And then I help you get back into mindful eating. We do a fuck ton of mindset work to help you there. We break through a lot of limiting beliefs that you have around nutrition, around foods, around your ability to lose weight. I had an onboarding call with a new client on my team last night, and she told me that our first call, it felt a little bit like therapy. And I'm like, I am a mindset coach. That's probably what it's supposed to feel like a little bit. She had some limiting beliefs around her ability to do this. She had some beliefs around she felt ashamed of her check-in pictures, and we helped her shift how to feel around those. And getting a little bit off topic, but macro tracking is what I have been using, and I definitely recommend if you have strength goals that you track macros. And you can get my cookbook to learn a little bit more about that, and definitely check out the freebie on how to track a full day of eating that's going to be linked in the description box below. I've got a little bit of work to do this morning, and then I will be taking you to the gym. It's a pretty rainy day here today. Let's see. Yeah, there's my dirty window, right? But it's a pretty gray day in Austin, but I will be bringing you guys to the gym with me for deadlifts and bench press again. I had another TikTok blow up last night, and a lot of people are joining my Fitness Coven Discord. So if you are not in my Fitness Coven Discord, it is meant to be a really empowering place for women on spiritual journeys who identify as witches, perhaps, to talk about fitness. Fitness Coven. Wave to say hi. Gotta say hi to everyone. It is cold outside. I basically spent the last 30 minutes responding to messages on Discord. I definitely had a lot of other plans that I needed to get done, but I'm working on building a community, right? So that has to take priority right now instead of, other shit. And that's part of being a business owner, is that stuff's gonna come up and your to-do list is always gonna go on and on and on, but I love that I get to build a community of strong women, and let's go. Do you wanna go to the gym? You wanna go to the gym? You wanna go to the gym? Let's go. Where are my keys? ADHD problems.
Whenever I'm with you, I am alright. There's something about the way you make me feel inside. I'm counting down the days till we fly away, heading to the sun, only you and me. Don't wanna waste another day being stuck here in this place. No, I wanna hold your hand in mine, watch the sunset in your eyes. Baby, I want us to act like we are 22 right now. Just let go, lose control, play songs on the radio too loud. This could be magical. Whoa, whoa. This could be magical. And here we are, driving narrow streets in a rusty car, leading to the sea, think we're getting close. We should take a pic, baby, strike a pose. I remember every day that I spent right here with you. Yeah, you are the one who makes me feel as good as I do. Baby, I want us to act like we are 22 right now.
Yeah, okay. Every time I film a YouTube, I feel more and more jacked. Like, what is this? Hopefully no one looks in the mirror here, but like, how are the glutes looking? I can't see from this far away. Guess my cut is going well. I have been at the gym entirely too long today because of filming. There were so many people here. It was a really fun vibe today. and definitely took too long on my accessories, but this is part of the life that I'm enjoying right now, right? I got to move to Austin. I got to find this amazing gym, this amazing community that is so incredibly supportive of all of its members, including women, and I get to spend a little bit of time here each and every day, and I feel really lucky to be able to do that. So now time to go home and make some food. I have to make lunch, so this is one of my easy button meals. I'm going to take a pound of ground beef, cook it up, put a whole bag of spinach in there, and put some G-Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce on top. Lazy girl, I really like how it tastes. Got lots of micronutrients in there with the spinach, and definitely, this isn't really something that's on my recipe blog because it's just so easy, but I just want easy meals right now. And then I'm gonna have a side of potatoes with it because we gotta eat our carbs, girls. And one of the things that is really important to note when you are dieting, when you're trying to cut a little bit of weight for a competition, I just need to cut about like 3 more pounds until I'm at the weight class for my powerlifting meet. One of the important things to note is that I see so many women just immediately start to go for salads and cauliflower rice and like all these like high volume diet foods and like avoid things like rice and potatoes when you forget about the satiety factor of food. Now, the satiety factor of food means that there are some foods that are more satiating, meaning they keep you full for longer than, say, 200 grams of cauliflower rice. So I'm gonna be having 100 grams of air-fried potatoes with this. Freaking delicious, right? But potatoes are one of the most satiating foods out there. So be careful, like, what foods that you demonize, right? And so this is one of the things that we do a lot of work with my clients. We shift a lot of beliefs that we have around food. There is no such thing as a good food or a bad food. Food doesn't have moral value, right? There's not an angel on one side of your shoulder and a devil on one side of your shoulder. All food has its serves and limits, right? Potatoes are one of the most satiating foods out there. Do you want to eat too much potatoes? No. Chocolate is delicious and has so many benefits for your mental health and sanity. Do you want to eat too much chocolate? No. Cauliflower is great. It can be great for volume eating when you're on a diet. But if you eat too much cauliflower, that's not good for you either. Gosh, guys, too much cauliflower can cause bloating, etc. All foods have a serve and a limit. And this is exactly why I practice macro tracking with my clients, because you've probably grown up seeing these foods as like good or bad. And when you can break it down to just protein, carbs, and fats, you start to see that all foods can have a place in your diet, and it's not a bad thing. I'm very passionate about this. I want women to eat more food, damn it. So I'm gonna let this cook up here. Probably gonna listen to some music while I do so I can jam out and refocus post-gym session. My TikTok has been popping off again, and there have been a lot of people joining the Fitness Witch, the Fitness Coven Discord, and so my focus has just been like all on my phone, and I'm gonna have to get some work done this afternoon for sure, and like turn my phone off, but it's so hard. I'm texting. Music. I really like 8D music. If you're neurodivergent or you think you might be neurodivergent, 8D music is bilateral stimulation, which helps calms anxiety. Which I'm not like that anxious, but I'm like, I have a lot of things to do today, and I still have YouTube, and I still have to. So I'm gonna listen to some bilateral stimulation music to calm the fuck down while I cook. So this is lunch. I really like it. I know I'm probably not advertising my cookbook very well, but my food focus, again, has just been so low since I really haven't been dieting in a very long time, right? So my body's responding really well. I don't care that much about food. This is an ADHD thing as well. Like when I did my last YouTube series before bodybuilding with nationals, food was the coolest thing in my life, right? Like I was dieting for a show. It was COVID. I had nothing else to focus on aside from food. So that was my hyper focus. And now I'm making TikToks. I'm doing things for my clients. I'm researching like witchy mindset work that I can bring in and integrate into my coaching practices. And food is just like the least interesting thing in my life right now. So barbecue beef, spinach, lots of micronutrients, and potatoes for satiety and deliciousness. Oh, it's so hot. I'm hungry. Gotta do the happy dance. For the rest of the day, I'm gonna have to like bury my head down, put on a downtime app on my phone so that I don't get notifications. It's really funny, when I did my first YouTube back, so 2 episodes ago, at the end of the episode, I was talking about how my TikTok had just hit 5,000, and I'm at like 9.3 thousand now. So it's been like taking off all day, and I keep getting these notifications on my phone, and I'm like, I want to go to respond to all the comments, and there's people joining my Discord, and it's a very exciting day because I am a witch, right? And I didn't really have a community. I didn't have anyone else who was witchy. My friends encouraged me to be my true self and to come out as my true self a year ago, and I did so on Instagram and lost a lot of followers and did not really receive that much support. I did receive some support, but I mean, I grew up in a suburb of Houston, right? So therefore, a lot of people who followed me were also probably conservative Texans and everything. So I really love that I am able to create this Discord and create a safe place for women to kind of explore their spirituality along with their fitness journeys, because that's a space that I didn't have. And I want all women to get into the gym and be strong, right? But I also want to support this community too, because it's very important for me that everyone is able to be their true selves and, you know, follow their own path and everything and discover their own inner strength in whatever way suits them best. And I love that I'm able to do this for a witchy community and create my little fitness coven Discord and everything. We're talking about LARPing and books and all this nerdy shit, because let's be real, witches on fitness journeys, we're all just a bunch of nerds. All right, gonna eat this and get some work done. If there were a day I really did not want to run out of Adderall, it would be the day that my TikTok blows up and my phone gets all these notifications, because how am I supposed to focus? So I'm going to meditate, and a little bit of a witchy practice here. I'm going to meditate in front of my altar, and I'm going to ask one of my deities, the Morrigan, for help with focusing. So this is one of my main practices as a witch. It involves a lot of meditation, right? And the Morrigan is one of her aspects. She is a Celtic goddess. One of her aspects is a goddess of sovereignty. She is a warrior goddess. She is a strong leader. And so I really like working with her for her leadership aspects, since I'm a business owner and I like to think of myself as a leader. No, I am a leader of strong women, right? And so when I meditate, I'm going to ask for her guidance in helping me to tap into that leadership that I need to focus today. And I'm really going to try to expand my mind, etc., to connect with her. And this is one of my practices as a witch, and welcome. It is about 5:20 now. I'm gonna eat dinner and then get ready for my Fitness Witch Academy call, which is my magical mindset course. Tonight we are going to be making some sigils, and sigils help you to bypass your conscious mind and directly affect your subconscious mind, since your subconscious mind thinks in symbols and imagery and imagination. So creating sigils is a fun way to shift some beliefs around. As far as weight loss goes, since that was the theme of today's topic, The biggest tip that I can offer you guys is don't drop your calories too low too fast. Don't do too much cardio at once. We can definitely go over this as my cut continues, but your metabolism will lower as you diet, right? So you want to make sure that you are not crash dieting yourself, which will just cause your metabolism to drop faster and cause a whole lot of extra unwanted effects of dieting, such as extreme hunger, losing your period, extreme cold, extreme fatigue, etc. And really what I do with my clients is each and every week we reflect and refine on their macros. So there is not a macro calculator out there that is going to give you perfect macros. It is going to be a process of reflecting and refining on each and every week. What did you do this week? How can we make it better? What can we adjust? What tiny adjustments can we make? I often start clients with no cardio at all, right? And this is really like why strategy is important for any weight loss goal. If you just go willy-nilly like keto, that's not much strategy at all. That is why I use macro tracking with my clients, and we look very closely at their macronutrients. We adjust week to week, right? I've been doing this for 3 years. I put some client transformations here so that you guys can see. But hiring a coach can also really help you with your mindset, right? Because there will be mornings throughout your cut that you wake up and the scale is higher than what you want it to be. Because if you are a woman watching this, you have hormones, right? Our hormones affect the scale every single freaking day. The scale will go up and down, right? So what you are looking for is more of an average going down than anything, and it will jump. It might jump after a heavy leg day. It might jump because you're about to start your period. It could jump because maybe you haven't gone to the bathroom yet, right? And it can really help to have an objective set of eyes on your data to make sure that you don't accidentally crash diet yourself. So if you know that you're someone who tends to give up on your fitness goals, then make a commitment to yourself and hire a coach. Because if you hire a coach, your skin is in the game. You have money in the game, right? You are going to do these things. You are going to communicate with your coach, and you are going to stick with it and get all the mindset and strategy and support that you need to keep going on your fitness journey. Spiel over. I've got dinner. I prepped protein pasta again. It's just so good. It's 96.4 beef, pasta sauce. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and all of that. Next question that I know that I'm going to get about weight loss is, should you still lift weights while losing weight? Yes, because you will gain more muscle if you are in a calorie surplus, but if you are a beginner, you will be able to make some newbie gains while losing weight. Make sure that you are eating plenty of protein. There's Freya barking at the neighbor's dog. Make sure that you are eating plenty of protein, plenty of carbs, right? And lift weights. And please lift heavy weights. Don't do that bullshit like low weight, high rep stuff. Really, guys. I built this by acting like the gym was my personal video game, seeking to level up in the gym each and every day, trying to get one more rep, just like a level up. Each time I go to the gym, that counts as experience, right? Maybe you can't get one more rep each week, but it's okay because you're still pushing yourself to failure every set, right? In powerlifting right now, my goal is to get stronger, so I'm not pushing myself to failure every set. I don't think I mentioned this earlier in the video, but today was a back off week, right? So there's periodization in powerlifting where 1 week you will go up a heavier set and 1 week you will go down to a lower RPE scheme of rate of perceived exertion, because this will help to build strength. If you are bodybuilding or if you are seeking to make body composition changes, aka you are looking to build muscle or tone, which toning is bullshit, guys. Toning doesn't exist. You either build muscle or you don't have any, right? There's none of this in between bullshit of like massaging your muscles and toning or any of that, right? Lift weights, eat enough food, please don't starve yourself. Cardio is not really your friend. Do lift weights before you do cardio. I don't do any cardio right now, guys. All these things. All right, I'm gonna eat dinner, and then I've got this Fitness Witch Academy call, and then I will show you guys my dessert in a little bit. Make sure you have free meals when you are cutting down too. You don't want to ruin your relationship with food by never having free meals, because I spent 2 years through that YouTube series, never being allowed to go out to eat. So I'm sure you guys can guess what the first time eating out at a restaurant was like. It was like Jesus at the Last Supper. I ate everything on my plate, ate dessert, felt like I couldn't control myself around food, and then would go home and eat more food because I had forgotten what being normal around food was. So for all of my clients, we keep free meals in each and every week. Sure, there's the limit. Potentially maybe you don't lose quite as much weight right away. But the serve to this, because there's a serve and a limit to everything, is that you're not gonna rebound after your diet. If you're just focused on the weight loss and you're not focused on sustaining it in the long term, you're gonna keep doing what you've always been doing, which is rebounding. So I ended up going live on TikTok for an hour. I did some tarot card readings there. I'm at 9,900. It's just been going viral all day, which is wild, but also really exciting. And now I still have things to do because you always have things to do as a business owner. I'm probably going to upload all of these to my computer and potentially start editing this very YouTube as soon as I get done with my dessert here. Okay, food time. It's 8:30 and I've been looking at my phone most of the day. Oh, my Discord. Have y'all joined my Discord yet? It's so exciting. Let's make dessert. For dessert, we are making cream of rice with egg whites. I've made this in past YouTubes before. I've got a recipe for it on my blog. It sounds weird, but it's fucking delicious and it tastes like dessert. So you'll see the end result here. Okay, so it's almost cake-like, a little liquidy, not too much. If I were trying to make this pretty for a food blog, I would put it in a different bowl for y'all, but I don't care that much. Oh shit, no. Not for you. Not for you, man. It has been a long day. I have eaten over 200 grams of carbs today. So, please. I guess she got a little bit down there. She's like licking my foot, Freya. Is it delicious? To end this YouTube on weight loss, take it from someone who did dieting as an extreme sport and from someone who has been a health and fitness coach the last 3 years, right? I have been coaching women on weight loss and muscle building for 3 years. I have certifications in training physique athletes, AKA how to train to lose weight and build muscle. And now I'm a strength training athlete too. So please don't kill yourself by going all or nothing with your carbs and dropping your calories drastically. Please stay away from these all or nothing diets, right? If you need some mindset support, definitely check out my podcast, Witchy Wellness with M. Join my Discord, as you have heard me say a couple times throughout this video. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram. Subscribe for more updates on YouTube. Join my Facebook group. You can find the workshop that I did last week in there as well too. And as I always like to say, remember, mindset alone isn't going to get you to your goals. Strategy alone isn't going to get you to your goals. You need mindset plus strategy, and you need to take action in order to reach your health and fitness goals. You want this to be sustainable in the long term, so still make sure you go out to eat, still eat foods that you love, like dessert. It can be a real dessert, it can be real chocolate. I'm sure in a future episode here, I will have a real dessert in here for y'all. But have a wonderful evening. well, whatever time you're watching this, and let me know what you guys would like to see in future videos.